Today, I find myself distanced from you and the children. This sustained period of isolation is indeed a sort of solitary confinement. I know this whole experience is very difficult for you to adjust to, especially in your condition of pregnancy. But as I said to you yesterday, this is the cross we must bear for the freedom of our people. Raise your glass. They say that good guys finish last. Well, if he has anything to say about it, Lieutenant of Troy will have the last laugh. Pull up a seat, lad. Let me lecture you a legend. A tale of too many cities, so let's go back to the beginning. A long time ago in South Carolina, far away, way before winning. A legacy of Colombian football in his blood, no, not the country, his birth city. Third generation of Troy's his namesake, he played Papa proud. Out in these FIFA streets of life, he vanquished success at every level, so who's the boss now? To his friends, he's T-Roy, the second coming of Pete Rock and CL Smooth. To his frenemies, he's a long day at work and an even longer night at the bar when they reminisce over you, my God. And as they pour liquor out for future opponents in the ultimate event of their demise, they recount the fables of this favorite son and chart the time it took for him to rise. All the way back to his why. The why. Where he learned the cheat code to build better men is by not cheating at all. Went to war as the Orange, never cutting corners, saving slices only for the mascot. Raw talent and passion. Every young Jedi needs a master.
I said on Friday, and I think it's worth repeating, Aaron doesn't have to share his relationship with Leonard Bernstein with the world, but he does. Like, it's something special, and it could have been personal and private. And so I just want to thank you for making me feel like I know him by spending time with his work and his words. And hopefully you guys feel like I know you after spending like 10 minutes with your words. If you were here Friday, 72 hours with your words. And so I'm going to do my best. A triptych, a poem in 3 movements. Preamble. One of the most persistent inquiries we encounter as artists, both internal and external to the academy, is how can art move us to act? I imagine Maestro Bernstein grappled with the same gnawing questions his entire life. What I've arrived at is that I am continually reminded art is an action. And on my worst days, when my self-doubt is the size of a migraine, I still believe this. And on those days, even when I think making art in these times is as futile as singing in the wind, I give credit where credit is due. It is an intention turned tangible, even if it is only a notch up from thoughts and prayers. But on my better days, I'm sure of it, of us, because art is creation, and creation is always the antivenom to destruction, even though humans create that too. In the Afro-American Black church tradition, we have a trope. Kids nowadays would call it a meme because it is both participatory and recognizable, kind of like the mic check of the Occupy movement, except call and response was originally brought over to this continent with enslaved Africans circa 1619. And a few hundred years later, originating from the pulpit, you'd hear a Black preacher go something like this.